Good morning, students. Today our topic is Python programming, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about some output-based question answer based on conditional statements. So let's start. First question is you can see on the screen. So the predict the output of the following code fragments. If we execute this code in computer using Python, then what is the output? You can easily see that count is equal to 0, while count is less than 10, and then print hello, and then count is equal to count plus 1, written as count plus is equal to 1. Both are the same. And so what is the output? Obviously there are three conditions in it which are required for the loop: initial condition, and then checking condition, and then increment is there. So loop starts on count is equal to 0. So and then in while statement we can easily see that count is less than 10. It means a loop will be executed 10 times from 0 to 9. And then there is a statement count is equal to count plus 1. You can easily see that means every time it will increase to go to next step, and so 10 times hello will be printed. Let us check what is the output. Is it same as we expect here, or is there something different? So just go to the script mode here. You can easily see that. So 10 times hello will be printed because in the body of the while loop there are two statements, print hello and count is equal to count plus 1. So let us check it. Run the program. Save the program first. Give a proper name with py extension, and then you can easily see that yes, 10 times hello will be printed here. Start from 0 to 9. You can easily count. It is so this program will be executed 10 times and hello will be printed 10 times because hello statement print statement is there which print hello within the body of the while loop, and there is a increment statement also which increase count every time there is increment of 1. So you can easily see that hello will be printed. So always remember that there are three conditions in a loop: start condition, where the loop we can start a loop, then checking condition, and then increment and decrement. So you can easily see that 10 times hello will be printed when we execute this program. Most of the time in a program it is written that count plus is equal to 1, not count is equal to count plus 1. So both are the same, both are the different forms of assignment operator, in which count plus is equal to 1 is a standard format in which a variable appears 2 times of the 2 times in both of the sides. Then just write it as a 1, and we can write it as a count plus is equal to 1, which is equal to count is equal to count plus 1. Now let us take another program here. You can easily see that this is a program, and let us see what is the output of this program. First of all, we manually check that what is the output of this program, or our logic is correct or not, and then we execute this program on computer system and then check whether our output is same or not, or is there any difference. If there is any difference, that means there is some problem in logic implementation or your concept. So x is equal to x is equal to 10, y is equal to 0. Two values are there, two variables are there, and we check here while x is greater than y. So initialization is already there, x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 0, and in while statement we actually compare x with y and check that x is greater than y or not, and then there is a print statement about it, print xy, and there is a decrement in the value of x is equal to x minus 1. So what happens here, you can easily guess that here x and y value will be printed here, and for okay, just save the program here. Okay, so you can easily see that one variable remains same while other variable value is changed for other variable. Now what happens here, actually here we check just x with y and x is greater than y, there is always a decrement in the value of x. So y remains same for throughout this program, and the value of x will be decrease after will decrease in the loop, because there is a decrement because there is a statement which decrease the value of the x. So first of all, a value of x is equal to 10, and then value of x is equal to 9, then 8, then 7, and this is goes up to until and unless x is found to be equal to y. And since y is equal to y is equal to 0, so all the values which are greater than 0 will be printed on a screen. And here we can easily see that there is a print statement which print both the values of x and y. So 10 0, 9 0, 8 0, 7 0, 6 0, 5 0, 4 0, 3 0, 2 0, and 1 0 will be printed on a screen. But what happens if there is a increment or decrement in value of the y also? So then the condition is little bit different, and we see that the output is also changed in that case. So let us check this case also. Now I think concept is quite clear to all of you. Initial condition is there, but there are two variables in this program, x and y, and then while we just check both of the variable. And now if what happens if there is a decrement in increment in the value of y also, you can easily see that y is equal to y plus 1. So every time when the value of x is will going to be decreased, then y will also increase in that case. And now the output is quite interesting, as you see that this is the output, because first time 10 0 will be printed, but then 9 and 1 will be printed, because there is a decrement in the value of x and increment in the value of y. And last value is 6 5, because after that value of x is going to be 5 and value of y will also going to be 5, and both are the same. So condition is false, and loop is over. So very interesting output based question. You can easily see that we see here both the cases when there is an increment and decrement in the value of x, and when there is, and second case there is a decrement in the value of x and increment in the value of y. So every time we check the condition x is greater than y, when it found to be false, then loop is over, and that is our output after the execution of that program. Next there is another program. You can see that only 3 lines are there, 3 statements are there. First one is initialization, and then there is a condition given with while loop, and then print statement. And interestingly, there is no increment and decrement statement is here. Is that is this program give any error because there is no increment or decrement or something, and some extraordinary circumstances will be created here? Let us see what happens. Actually, when there is no decrement and increment operator, then loop will be going on endlessly. It means this loop will be executed infinite time. Always remember that, because condition become never false, it always found to be true, and in that case loop will never end, and loop will execute it infinite times. So don't try to execute this type of programs. You can easily see it here 45 will be printed again and again, and this is going on continuously. So now we have to just interrupt this program and stop this program. This program is still going on. You want to quit? Yes, of course. So now I think you are able to understand. If there is no increment and decrement operator, then there is a possibility that loop will be executed infinite times. So 45 is the answer, no doubt about it, but it will print infinite times. Okay. And always remember that by default in print statement, whenever there is a print statement, then it statement will be printed in a next line by default. And now there is another program here, program number 4. Very simple. I think you all of are capable to do this, no need to explain, but let us check the concept again, that how much of you are aware of this concept of list. Here there is a no range function, and in place of range function there is a list. So we have to find the value of x in a list, and list contain different elements, and there are 5 elements in it, 1 2 3 4 5, and we have to print the value of list. So starting value is 1 and last value is 5. So all values are printed. So you can easily see that 1 2 3 4 5. Always remember that in the case of range function, last value is not included. Last value is not considered. So what is the output of this program? 1 2 3 4 5. And if you give the answer just giving a space in your examination, that then it is also be found to be false, considered to be false, considered to be incorrect, because you have to change the line every time, because this is the property of the print statement. So keep in mind this concept also. You can easily see that every time line will change here. Simple program, simple to execute, but the only difference is that no range function is there. Instead of a range function, there is a list which contain different elements, and it start from value 1 and last value is 5. So all values are printed when we run a loop for that list. So list is a little bit different in terms of the range function. In terms of the last value is included in the case of list, but in range function last value is not included. And now there is another program, little bit tricky here. You can see here, keep going is equal to true is a variable name. Keep going is a name of variable here, and true, as we know, that is a keyword. So the value of it is initialized with the value true, and then x equal to 100, and then while keep going, it means a loop will be executed until the value will be found to be false. Okay, then print statement, of course the value of x will be printed here, and then there is a decrement in the value of x. So it will be okay for us, because all we know that there is always a statement decrement statement always there. And then there is a conditional statement. If x is less than 50, if it is found in a case that value of x is less than 50, then keep going is equal to false, and loop is over in that case. So what is the output? First of all, condition is true, 100 will be printed. In next case, x is found to be x minus 10 is 90. So for 90 again condition will be true, 90 will be printed, and then 80 will be printed, then 70 will be printed, then 60 will be printed, and then for value 50. Then in that case, if a statement will going to be executed, in that case keep going is equal to false, so loop is over in that case. So our answer is 100, 90, 80, 70, 60 and 50. Or less than 50 it is false, so up to 50 all values are printed. 100 to 50, it means 100, 90, 80, 70, 60 and 50, and every time line will be changed. Let us see what is the output. Okay, run the program, save the program first. You can easily see that, yes, 100, 90, 80, 70, 60 and 50. This is the output. In a programming language, it is a good practice that you have ability to find out the output without executing it. If you can do it in a very easy manner, then this means that your concept is very clear regarding to the programming language. Programming is not about type a program in a computer. Programming is about understand the logic of that problem or program, and without executing it, if you are able to find out the error or the output, that means your concept is very much clear. Now there is a small program here again, very simple, and this is regarding to range function. As we know that in range function there are three parameters: initial value, last value and increment decrement, and if there is only one value is given, then it is considered as a last value. So for x in range 5, so as we know that first value is considered as a 0 and last increment is considered as a 1, so all values will be printed from 0 to 4 because last value is not considered. That is the speciality of a range function. So answer is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course every time line will be changed. Always remember that in range function there are three parameters: initial value, last value and increment. By default initial value is 0, by default increment is 1. There may be decrement also, but by default it is considered as a increment value, and it is considered as a 1. And if there is only a single value given, then it is considered as a last value. And always remember that last value is not included in the case of range function. So let us try to execute this program and see that what is the output. So just try to execute this program. Okay, from 0 to 4 all value will be printed here. So I think it is very simple to understand and implement. Zero to 4. By default loop starting value of loop is 0. Now there is another program regarding to a for loop. Here there is small change, and the change is that there is a starting positions, and starting position 1 and end position is defined as 10. So value starts from 1 and goes up to 9 because last value is not included, and there is a no increment decrement given here, so by default increment is 1. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, these values are printed one after another, and of course line will be changed in all the cases because there is a print statement here. Let us see what is the output. As you can see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so when we compare this program to the previous question, then there is a small difference, and the difference in terms of the starting value. In last case there is no starting value is given. In this case starting value is given here, which is 1 in that case. So loop will start from value 1 and goes up to 9 because last value is 10 here. So keep in mind that loop is always start by default with 0, and there is an increment of 1 by default in case of for loop when range function is used. So you can easily see that this is the output here. Now let us take in another program. This program is basically a simple program here, but there are all the parameters of range functions here: start value, end value, and increment and decrement. We can easily see that there is a decrement. So start value is 100 and last value is 50. Of course 50 is not included in that case, and decrement is there. The decrement is minus 50. So let us check what is the output. Of course program is very simple. Value start from 100 and print up to 40. Print up to 60, sorry, because last value is 50. 50 is not included in that case. So up to 60 all value will be printed. Okay, last value is not included because it is 50. So it will first execute for 100, then there is a decrement of 10, it means for 90, and then 80, then 70, and then 60. And when the value of p is found to be 50, then loop is over. So there may be increment or there may be decrement. Both values are possible. Both types of values are possible in the case of loop. There may be increment in value, and there may be decrement in value. So this is the output appear on the screen: 100, 90, 80, 70, 60. And why 60 is the last value? Because the last because loop range of the loop is 100 to 50, and as we know that last value is not included in that case, so 50 will not be included, and there is a decrement of 10 every time. So 100, then 90, then 80, then 70, and then 60 will be printed on screen because of the print statement given the body of the loop. So always remember that when there is a decrement in the value, then always first value is greater than start value is always greater than the last value. Next question is for Z in range minus 500 to 500 and 100. It is similar to that of the previous one. I hope all of you know the answer. What is the output of that program? Very simple. So first of all, minus 500 will be printed, and there is an increment, then minus 400, then minus 300, then minus 200, then minus 100, then 0, or then 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500 is the last value, so it will not be included in that case. So total 10 values will be printed here. You can easily see that starting from minus 500 to 400, and there is a increment of value, increment of 100. So that is the output of this program. You can easily see that start from minus 500 and goes up to 400, because last value is 500, so it will not be included, not included. Okay, now let us take another case or program here. For y in range 500 to 100, 500, 100, comma minus 100, there is a decrement of value, but in print statement there is a symbol which will be printed every time, that is star and the value of y. You can easily see that. So first of all, star 500 will be printed, and then there is a decrement, then 400, star 400 will be printed, and then star 300, then star 200, then star 100 will not be printed, because 100 is the last value, and last value don't include the last value in case of a range function. So star 500, star 400, star 300, star 200 will be printed. These four values will be printed after the execution of that program. Let us check it. What is the output? Our output is according to our expectation or not. I think very simple program, but only the difference in terms of there is a string or a character will also be printed as a star here with a variable name. So let us see what is the output of this program. Save the program first. Now you can easily see that 500, 400, 300, 200, 4 value will be printed with star mark, star sign. Okay, because of this print statement. Next, this is the output. You can easily see on the screen. Now this is our last program, output based question. In our next video we will discuss some more program based on output. This is regarding to nested loop. For x in 1, 2, 3 there is a list, no range function at all. For y in 4, 5, 6 and print xy. So first of all, x will be executed for the value of 1, x equal to 1, and then for 1 there is a 3 different values of y, 4, 5 and 6, that will be printed because of nested leaf. And last statement is print xy, so 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6 will be printed. And then in second time, when there is an increment a value of 1, then loop will be executing for it value of 2. Here actually there are the different elements, and in this case if first value is 1, then second value is 2 is already given. So now loop will be going to be executed for the value of 2, and then in a loop contain the 4 different value 4 5 6. So again 2 4 2 5 2 6 will be printed, and then 3 4 3 5 3 6 will be printed. That is the answer. The total 9 value will be printed. Let us see what is the output of this program. Is this the same of our expectation? Not? Yes, of course. So you can easily see that this is the output of our program. Now this is our last program, and in our next lecture we will discuss some more programs, output based questions answer. I hope you like this video.